Joining us this morning on The Blend is Tara Peterson with Crenshaw Peterson. Tara, when someone remarries, I'm curious, what are some things that they should know about their estate plan and those blended families?
Great question, Bob. We want to make sure that the estate plan matches their new blended family. So we need to blend the estate plan. It's the best way to describe it. A blended estate plan is there to make sure that the heirs previously don't just get forgotten. All too often we end up with one of the spouses passing away first, and then we have a scenario where we have some angry beneficiaries, some angry children, and some sort of torn relationships where maybe they were friends before with their stepmom or their step siblings. They're not going to be now, and we don't want that. We want an estate and we want heirs in a time of grieving and loss to go more smoothly than that. And so, updating your documents, making sure that we have a plan in place is really, really important.
So what are the options for a blended family estate plan to avoid having one of those sides of the family disinherited when one of the spouses passes away?
Yeah, so the biggest option would be doing sort of a tiered estate plan where we have a joint option for his and hers, and then we have one spouse having their beneficiaries go this way and one spouse having their beneficiaries go this way. And it's really important to make sure that we outline which assets are going where and how that's all going to look. And some clients will always come back with, oh, I don't know if I'll like that because I want to provide for my spouse first. I love them. I remarried. I want them to get, all of my assets if something happens to me. And there's protections that we can put into place within the estate plan to allow for that to still take place. But then if your spouse passes away and they didn't end up using all the funds, if there's still money in the pot, so to speak, it's going to go to your heirs rather than their heirs. So there's lots of ways we can do that. The biggest way, and I think the most successful way, is by having some trusts, and we end up with multiple trusts in that scenario so that we make sure that the assets there are for the spouse if they need it, but if they don't end up needing it for long-term care or anything else that might come down the pipeline, then it's going to go directly down to your children. And so that's really important. We kind of outline that in that way so that the trust works so great in that it just goes, and there's no fighting, there's no questioning, there's no feeling forgotten, there's no animosity. They work seamlessly most of the time.
Well, we're going to put your information on the screen. Good information. Thank you so much, Tara.